So, hello everybody, good afternoon to you all. Lovely to be here and to see so many familiar faces and new ones. So it's Care, Connect and Create, which I thought was rather nice because it spoke quite well to this project, which is called Mindmatters. So it's really about the mind, and a lot of people have been talking about paradigms, growth sets, mindsets, etc. And I speak a lot about mental models. So Mindmatters came about, well actually I don't have time to tell you about that because we've got 8 minutes, but what I'm going to tell you about today is more about the site itself and how we try to get students to engage with content more critically and also help them to make decisions for themselves which are based on good mental models. All right, that's the overview as you can see there. So the creation came out of my master's, which Jo was very involved in, and actually I was very lucky that she endorsed this initiative as well. And as you can see from the quote there, epistemic access and do students get access to the goods of the university? We've had lots of discussions about that today, about the hidden curriculum, the institutional curriculum, all of those things. What does it mean for the student? How do we actually get them into, well, do they actually have access to, how do they get access to being intellectual at university and actually benefiting from being here? So the thing is that the university is just one step, okay? The graduate's going to go out in the workplace and become an actuary. Or maybe not. Maybe Mindmatters is going to open up their mind to the fact that actuarial science is not for them. So this is another purpose of the site. So if the funding comes from ASA, because they do believe that these skills that hopefully the site is going to provide them will help them to get the thinking skills they need to qualify as actuaries. Because we have a huge pipeline where everybody has the technical skills, but they don't necessarily have the perspective that gives them the judgment, the ability to converse as an actuary and to go into the world and be that professional. So thank you. I have Jo here who has endorsed this project. And yes, so we are hoping to extend this to graduates in the workplace because after all, UCT, us as an institution, we can't actually deny the fact that there's still students that were here, and whatever deficiencies they have when they get out in the workplace will actually come back to us. And it's only going to be a matter of time before they say in the workplace that no, the UCT graduates, they also don't have the ability to transfer knowledge into the workplace. Okay, so we do get the best of the crop, don't we? And that's very, very lucky. So it seems to support the notion that nutrition must be seen as a refinement of the profession, and I beg to differ. It's not that. I think that the students, learners do very well in the underperforming system, as quoted by School and Kotzer. But that does not mean to say that they do not have the talent to take it further. Perhaps it has to do with mindset, I'm not sure. But poor thinking skills and inferior study habits is what is holding these students behind, because we do have a much bigger class now than we did in '76. So, you know, the thing is that we need to get students to create critically with the content, because that is actually the key to it, because then they will be reflective as well, as we've had Linda tell us earlier on. So this Mindmatters is a type of intellectual preparedness. It's also trying to bridge a gap from school to university, from within the years in the university, and then into the workplace. But it's not going to deal with nutrition. It's not promising to do that. It's not a solution. It is also does not provide the content that you would get in the degree itself, but it does provide principles from that content, so that students can now see the link in the real world. All right. But now this sounds really good, okay, in theory. I'm struggling with it in practice, I will be honest. But by the same token, I'm hoping that over time there will be this penetration. And then ultimately, as it's in the last one here, an intervention to equip students with skills to engage more actively with content and to change, being the big word, their learning habits. And to change, absolutely. Students want change, but they're really loath to make the change inside. So we have spoken about mental models, and yes, you're not going to make a change unless you actually find out what that mental model is. What is it? How do you operate? And so we are trying to create that awareness. We also know that we can't deny that the emotional state of a student is very much tied to how much they're going to absorb. Okay, so if the emotional intelligence is very important as well. Okay, so, right, we have to make a conscious effort to alter these mindsets, because then only will the behavior change, right? So the student comes in and they're very loath to change. You know that. Others have mentioned that as well. No, I know I need to change, but then they're reticent. And they're insecure. They're holding on to their sense of identity, which is actually a facade, because they don't want to change their habits. But habits are not necessarily who you are. It's just that you need to work that out for yourself. And when you come to the realization that you can change that, then you actually can also change yourself. So students attribute failure to other factors, definitely not to the learning habits. So how to get at this, the way in which they learn, because this is what we're doing all the time. We're always learning, right? And I think it's knowledge of how the brain works. And this way, the student doesn't see themselves as the ones changing. No, they're absorbing something which has been caused by others, the research, etc. So it's just a slight shift there. Okay, so what do we offer? We try to precipitate change, okay, of mental models, through also providing them with a range of mental models. People don't really understand what a mental model is until they're exposed to them. Understanding how the brain works, learning skills, emotional intelligence, mindfulness practice, and the goal of becoming an actuary, and sometimes not becoming an actuary. That is also something that is part of their journey. Because those students who do not make it through their actuarial degree are still our students, and they will still go out into the workplace. So somewhere along the line, we would have either done them good or damage. So I don't know how much time I have left yet, but this is 1 minute. Okay, so just quickly, I'm going to skip these slides now. All right, we have certain tabs. It's a weekly posting, and then it speaks to these pillars that I spoke about. Okay, so we have emotional intelligence, we have mindfulness practice. It's not. Students are a bit loath to take it on, that as well, because they feel maybe it's just supplanting religion, and it's not necessarily that. Okay, so we've got 514 members or so, and then we have a penetration of 200 odd, and that was since this year. And those red pages are very interesting because it's actual study tips from around the world. I didn't tell them to go there, but they're all going there. Which is, I prefer also if they would go to other sites as well. So these are the things that are interesting, are taking their interest and their time, which is great. And for unique visits, etc., it amounts to penetration of 37% for us, which we're told is not bad. 30%, 37% over all students from first year through to final year. Okay, so we haven't gone to Vula, but if you want to have a look at the site, then you can let me know. So, got any questions? That was a bit of a race. Yes, Gary.
So, are they just references, or are they tutorial type sessions?
Okay, so this is an elective. That's what I forgot to say.
Okay.
And then I give an announcement.
It's an actual course with the course code and
No, it wasn't that. I'm sorry, you're going to come on now, aren't you? This is...
if you just press escape, and then it will take you on the...
All right. What's it now? Review. It should be student.
No.
So this is a typical page, okay? And then I actually source the material every week and through the week, and then I give them I give them an announcement and tell them what's on the site this week, and then they can go there and they can look and they can delve further. I'll give a little introduction to the article, say what it's talking about and what might interest them or not, give them a couple of questions to ask that they can think about. And then, so that's how it rolls. And then there are some set tabs that they can go to, you can speak to them with emotional intelligence, social competence, and so on. Am I coping, the learning skills, etc.
Okay, thank you very much, Billy. These are able fly-away presentations. I want to remind everybody to just remember the face of the person that you really wanted to chat to and catch them at tea break. I'm going to hand over